Welcome to round 2 of the Elimination Chamber. This time Wes is in the hot seat. He's gonna have to make some tough decisions. This or that. What are we drinking today?
Today we have Coastal Sunrise. It is a fruited breakfast sour with all sorts of good num-nums in there. There's a little bit of blueberry, some maple syrup, some vanilla beans, a little cinnamon up in there.
Oh, that sounds really good. So sit back, relax, pour yourself a beer if you care to, and enjoy this episode of Gaming Off the Grid.
Coming out over here, and I want you to sit back, relax, pour yourself a beer if you care to, and enjoy this episode of Gaming Off the Grid.
This is round 2 of the Elimination Chamber, a little series we drummed up because we know each other pretty well, of comparing like certain video games, and who knows, this could migrate somewhere down the line into not even video game related topics. Ooh. But you gotta pick one. There has to be like a survivor, this or that. It's pretty fun.
And so we're gonna compete 1 versus 1, and you gotta eliminate one forever in this little game. You don't have to in real life.
Yeah.
But I've pitted 10 this or that of some of your favorite game styles and things like that, and I think this list is pretty hard. I got them on my phone, so let's jump in to the first one. Arcade Racing Burnout or Crazy Taxi.
Ooh, I do like Crazy Taxi, but that's pretty easy. I'm a Sega fan, was a huge Dreamcast fan. I think most people know that. But Burnout, and in theory, if I don't pick Burnout, I can never play it again. And so I would rather never play Crazy Taxi again in my life, because Burnout, that whole series just has so much to offer. Takedown being my favorite. But Revenge is good.
Crazy Taxi is awesome, but I think I would go with Burnout too. It's just, I think longevity, and there's more games.
Yeah.
Now moving on to some shmups.
Okay.
We love our shmups. Here we go. Gradius or R-Type.
Dang, that is tough. But I think
great series.
I mean, Gradius is one of the first games I ever played, and it was like, in that 4 or 5 NES games that I had for quite some time. So special place in my heart, and the series doesn't just stop at the first one. There's multiple good Gradius games. I mean, same thing for R-Type, but
yeah, they just released R-Type Final 2.
Yeah, which is awesome. But I gotta go with Gradius.
Oh, good pick.
Yeah.
I love both of them, but I think Gradius 2, not Gradius 2, but I think Gradius is, I would pick Gradius.
Yeah, and I think the apex of the franchise was on PS2. I mean, Gradius 5 is...
Gradius 5 is badass. All right, here we go. Old school beat-em-ups.
Okay.
Turtles in Time or Streets of Rage.
Okay.
Both regarded as some of the best beat-em-ups.
I got way more nostalgia just for the Ninja Turtles. The Streets of Rage games are great. The 4th one that just came out actually was a very surprising game to me.
It was really good.
But Turtles in Time, one, I've got way more nostalgia for it, way more memories playing it. I like the Turtles in general. Like, I love the movie. I liked the cartoons growing up, had the action figures. But there's one big thing for me, and it's friendly fire.
Yes.
Streets of Rage is really fun to play with someone who knows how to play and has played a bunch of Streets of Rage, because then you can kind of divide the screen and kind of do your own thing. But a lot of beat-em-ups I think are fun to throw on when you have that non-gamer friend come over and like, hey, do you want to try running through this? Because you can try help carrying them through the game, right? And to have friendly fire when someone's just kind of learning it and button mashing,
suplexing you.
Yeah, it's very maddening, and we know what we're doing, and we still
I do it all the time.
We still do it here and there. So
I might do it on purpose.
Not shitting on the Streets of Rage games, but if I looked at the series, Streets of Rage has 4 epic games, but the 2 Turtles games on Genesis, respectively, and Super Nintendo are amazing beat 'em ups, and the nostalgia runs deep, and I'm sorry, Sega fans, I gotta go with Turtles. But I love Streets of Rage, but I'm a huge Ninja Turtles fan.
It's crazy because I agree with this pick too, and I thought these were going to be a lot harder.
Well, hey.
But maybe this next one will be, because now we're getting into sim sports, and I know you like your sports.
I do, huge sports fan.
MLB The Show, any of them. I know you're in love with 05.
08. 08's the one I want.
Whatever it is on PS2. Or Madden.
I mean, I do. I've got this franchise in MLB, the 08, the show, and I have for going on a couple years now, and I've played, I play every game of every season, and I actually have a team jet now. I've upgraded the stadium, and we're doing good in Milwaukee. More the Milwaukee Brewers, Prince Fielder, Ryan Braun, pretty good team, won the World Series last year. You guys can congratulate me in the comment section below if you want. And you might look at me different from this point forward, knowing that I'm a World Series champion. But
It's tough to get that.
football's a huge part of my life, and Madden has been a huge part of my life ever since the first one I ever played, which was Madden 98 on the Super Nintendo.
Damn.
Don't talk about it on the channel a lot, but I had a tournament run on PS2. I've been in EA sanctioned tournaments, had my screen name on NFL Network in Madden 16, 17 era.
That's freaking badass.
The games are kind of dog shit now, but I love football so much. It got me through my youth. It gave me guidance, gave me principles, gave me morals, taught me how to be a leader, taught me how to be a teammate, taught me what I could do, how I could overcome pain. I love the sport of football, and if I could never play a Madden game again, that would be a problem. So I gotta go.
Wow, Madden. See, I don't have a dog in the fight. If we're talking MVP baseball 05,
Then we gotta. Yeah.
But yeah, a good pick. All right, now moving on to some different sports.
Okay.
Some pro wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. The SmackDown series or the THQ wrestling games.
Okay, so you're talking the N64 THQ games, because the SmackDown series is THQ.
Yeah, yeah, I'm talking about the N64
Okay,
and
okay.
or the SmackDown. Yeah,
Man, that is tough, dude.
yeah, because they both have things they offer.
Yeah. Just out of a volume play, I think No Mercy is the best wrestling game ever made.
WrestleMania 2000's up there too.
Yeah. But SmackDown as a series has two amazing games on the PS1. The first one on PS2 is I remember the graphics are really good, but the game's kind of shitty. It's just a hollow game. But after that, even into the SmackDown versus Raw games, I think I was pretty into those up until like the 07 one, maybe it was 08. And SmackDown Here Comes the Pain is one of my favorites. I think out of a volume play, I gotta go with the SmackDown
Just because there's more,
series. Yeah.
there's more to it. Yeah.
And there's, varying seasons. Every game feels a little different. Yeah, I gotta. That's a tough one.
That one's really tough. That one's really tough.
Yeah, I would have. I'd have more variety till the end of time, and those games are really cool, and they span a wide era of wrestling too. I mean, you're going
that's
from
true, yeah.
early aughts all the way,
to somewhat modern.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, good answer. Good answer. All right, now we're gonna get a little tough.
Okay.
Developer versus developer.
Okay, shifting it up here.
Konami versus Capcom. This is tough because they've been developing since the NES era.
Yeah.
Amazing games.
My gut says go Konami. Contra series, Gradius series, the Turtles games,
Metal Gear
Solid, The Thing, which was an awesome game in Gen
Xbox,
6. Jackal. Oh shoot, man! They've
Plus
just
then
got
all the Ultra
so many
games.
games. I'm probably for if you consider those too, which you kind of have to.
They're
I think.
Konami, I think.
Yeah, and I'm totally leaving off some great Konami games in there. Silent Hill.
Ooh.
But when you look at Capcom, depending on what type of games you may be into, it's got an equally impressive. You got your Mega Man games, you got your Street Fighter games, you got just a Resident Evil series, and Capcom.
Dino Crisis.
Yeah, and Capcom's still, I would say, way more relevant today than Konami is. Konami's doing a lot of stupid shit right now.
Konami's being weird. They're investing time into Frogger the TV show and Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's like, what are you doing?
But my roots run so deep with Konami that I can forgive what may not happen in the future.
And there's so many old games that you can still play.
Yeah, if I could never play a Konami game again, that would be a problem.
There's a lot of them.
I think I could live without playing Capcom games. So I'm going Konami.
That's really tough because there's a lot of great Capcom games, and like Mega Man 11 is so good.
Oh, it is.
But I think I would go with Konami too. There's just, especially on the NES.
Oh man.
Oh dude, it's phenomenal.
Castlevania.
All right. Oh yeah.
We didn't mention that. What's
It's right
that?
here,
Yeah.
dude. It's on the back wall. All right, this one might be easy, or it might be kind of tough. I don't know. Need for Speed or Driver.
I mean, you got a huge library there. Versus, really, I mean, I know there's more than 2 driver games, but I think there's really only 2 driver games. Everybody would pick Need for Speed.
Just because there's a lot more of them. That's a volume play. Oh, but he's on the fence.
I love Driver, dude. I love that game. Now, would I go back and play it, though? A ton. Given, kind of what has came, since then. That is really tough. But I've never been a huge fan of the Need for Speed games.
That's what makes this kind of tough is like...
I like Most Wanted You a lot.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Driver.
Wow.
My nostalgia for those 2 driver games. I don't know that many people would pick that, but that's what I would pick.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would pick Need for Speed.
Yeah,
But Driver's a good pick, though.
I love that game. Driver 2 in particular. You could get out of your freaking car. That was a big deal.
Yeah, that was revolutionary when it came out.
I'm gonna go back and play both those games.
Wow.
Yeah.
Driver took out Need for Speed.
Yeah.
All right, now moving on to some party games. We got 3 left.
Okay.
This is just game versus game.
Okay.
Nintendo Land. Launch title for the Wii U. Amazing party game.
Okay.
Versus the launch title for the Xbox, Fusion Frenzy.
I love Nintendo Land.
Up to 5 players? Fusion Frenzy is only up to 4 players.
I gotta go Fusion Frenzy.
Oh, really?
I love that game, dude.
Yeah.
I love that.
That was easy. I think I would go Fusion Frenzy.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
And the thing is we just got the second one. I don't know what's in store for us on that.
Yeah, we haven't played it yet.
Oh,
the
you have
first
to
one.
let us know if that game's awesome. But the first
one's
one's
so good.
I love that game.
All right, 2 left. I know you're not big into RPGs, especially nowadays, but back in the day, I think you were.
Yeah.
This one might be kind of tough. Final Fantasy, huge series.
Yep.
A lot of people love it.
Yep.
Or Chrono Trigger.
I gotta go with Chrono Trigger. Yeah.
Wow.
Final Fantasy VII was only the only one that I ever really was way into.
Dove into, yeah.
I dabbled a little bit on Super Nintendo. I didn't ever really get into the NES one for Final Fantasy, and then, Chrono Trigger is one of the best games I've ever played, and I'm playing through it again right now on the DS, and I love it. I love that game. Yeah. That's
Wow, I think a lot of people would pick Final Fantasy.
probably.
But
Yeah.
this is tough because I haven't really dabbled with either one of them,
Yeah.
so I don't think I have an answer for this one, but
Yeah. I think Chrono Trigger is one of the best games ever made.
wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta go that route.
We got one more,
Okay.
and then we can talk about this beer. This one I think is going to be tough. We've already talked about Madden.
Okay.
So Madden's the first option.
Okay.
Or Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Just Mike Tyson's Punch Out or like the Punch Out series?
I'm going whole series since I did Madden.
Okay. So whole series versus whole series.
It's tough
So I
because
get Super Punch Out,
Punch-Out on the Wii.
Punch Out on the Wii.
Of the arcade game.
Yeah.
So it's only 4 games versus 20 plus.
I think everybody knows Mike Tyson's Punch Out's like one of my favorite video games of all time.
Yeah, it's so good.
This is so weird though.
If you get rid of it, you could never play it again.
I've played it so much. I could not play that game probably until I'm 80 and still beat Tyson.
Yeah, but in this situation, you can't play it when you're
Yeah,
80.
true. This is so weird because I love football games. And I know the current Maddens are ass, but I still have a lot of fun playing them online with my friends. And then I still play the PS2 ones.
Yeah, the soundtracks are great.
I mean, Punch-Out is the better video game. Like, those 3 games are badass. Super Punch-Out and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out are, like, top shelf.
And the satisfaction you get when you knock Tyson down. Is equal as to scoring a touchdown with the Packers? This is tough.
Dude, I gotta go with Madden.
What?
I do.
Oh, wow, that's shocking.
I love football.
Man, I had a feeling you were going to do that.
I love football. And that's a really tough choice, but that's what I would have to do.
Wow. I think I would go with Punch-Out just because I'm not a big football fan.
Yeah, that is really hard.
But that's why I was like, man, I'm going to say this one.
Yeah, I mean, I still mess around with Madden 05, 07.
Yeah, you can basically, who's on the cover of all of them.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I can only tell you who's on the cover of Punch-Out.
I could go through the whole series, but we won't do that in the essence of time. But I don't like that one. I don't like that one, dude. I don't like being in this Elimination chamber. Can I come out?
That was the last one. You're free now.
All right. Whew.
Wow. That was tough.
That was tough.
I can't
That was a good list, man.
Yeah, I had to make it tough.
Yeah. I like this series.
This series is fun.
Yeah, it is. It's a good time.
I think it's going to evolve into other things because we could do movies, music.
Yeah. I like it. We need to get somebody else on here.
Well, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Episode 3, we might have a guest star.
Yeah, there
I already
you go.
am thinking of someone.
All right.
But let's talk about this beer.
Yeah, this is a chunky monkey.
Coastal Sunrise Fruited Breakfast Sour with blueberry, maple syrup, vanilla beans, and cinnamon by Humble Forager. Never heard of this brewery. Looks like they're out of Waunakee, Wisconsin. So Captain Algebra gave this to us. Comes in at 6%.
So you guys only seen the pour footage of me pouring my glass. The camera wasn't rolling when I poured Robert's glass, and there was a chunk that like plopped.
Yeah, it went.
Yeah, this is a very very unique sour, and it's really good.
Yeah, this is definitely a sipper sour.
Yeah.
Just because it's so thick.
Yeah.
I will say this is a great beer to start with because it technically might be morning when we're filming this.
Yeah.
And this is a delicious breakfast beer.
Yeah.
Because it tastes like fucking blueberry pancakes.
Yeah, this is really good.
Like the blueberry flavor is so fresh.
Yeah.
This is so good.
It's a top shelf sour. It is. I mean, if you had to rate this is a 9.5 or a 10 out of 10. This is great.
This is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And it's just, look at all the remnants it's leaving.
Yeah.
God, it's so good.
It is. It's a very, very good brew. Like the maple just cascades, like it's the lingering finish with that fresh blueberry taste.
Yeah, the blueberry taste is like the strongest. I don't get a lot of cinnamon, but it is there slightly. It's like kind of like a little accent.
Yep.
Kind of has like a little nutmeggy kind of taste. Yeah. Freaking.
We can make it up. I got something to say to you.
Is that what
Nutmeg.
nutmeg makes you?
All right.
Wow. All right.
Elimination Chamber. Guys, hope you enjoyed. Go ahead, rip me apart in the comment section, but those are my freaking picks, okay?
Yeah.
So,
I'd like to hear you guys' pick.
I'd like to see you get in an Elimination Chamber and be tortured.
Yeah.
See if you could handle it.
He's sitting on pins.
Yeah, and needles. We appreciate you guys tuning in and subscribing to the channel. We'll see you next time right here on Gaming Off the Grid.
Welcome to round 2 of the Elimination Chamber. This time Wes is in the hot seat.
All right. Yeah, well, that's freaking. I gotta get loose, dude. All right.
Let it out. Welcome to the... So serious.
Welcome to the jungle.
Baby, take a look around.
It's like biscuit fucking up your
tan.
Fucking up your tanning bed.
Probably. I peed in it. What are we drinking today?
Today we have Coastal Sunrise. It's a fruited breakfast sour with all sorts of good things inside. We got blueberry, maple syrup, vanilla beans, a little cinnamon up in there.
Wow, that sounds like a well-balanced breakfast.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty good. You give this a swag.
Give this a swirl.
This is some thick.
Oh, dude. Maple-y.
Yeah.
I feel like the Canucks.
I feel like I'm in Canada, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, blueberry. Wow.
Holy cow.
Yeah, this is fucking good.
Well, I feel like Aunt Jemima's been all up in that. Ooh.
Can't say that.
Cancel culture. Uncle Ben got shut down too, didn't he?
Oh, he did?
Yeah. He can't make rice anymore.
Right. Well, he got shot. That's why. Spider-Man.
That's bad stuff. All right.